I think that's one of the crazy things. The logical mind is not the sexual mind. The social mind is not the sexual mind. And the
Yeah.
moment we start, this is where you start saying stupid shit about sex that fucks everybody up. When you are saying like, oh, well, you need to talk about this with your partner. And you haven't taken into, I'm all for people talking about stuff with their partners, but if you haven't taken into consideration how the sexual mind works, and you're saying that to somebody, and you think that you can just stop at the point of escalation, and just have a discussion about what you feel. Nobody is able to do that. So you're telling women, you're telling men something which is literally impossible to do when they're
Yeah.
turned on. And
Oh yeah.
then because they act on it and they can't control it, the assumption is that they're bad or flawed or made a mistake. And the fact of the matter is, you are dealing with a force of nature that you were meant to do before you were meant to do anything else. And you're trying to control that. It's like not taking a shit. Like sex, you were meant to do it. You're meant to breathe. You're meant to eat. You're meant to be hungry. You're meant to go to the bathroom. And if you try and hold that in, you're going to break. And the goal is not to become like healthy by not eating or somehow overriding the hunger or not shitting or not breathing or whatever. The goal is to be at peace with those things so that your urges don't dominate you and you can connect and talk with everybody
Yeah.
else and all that sort of stuff. When you talk about not thinking and being in that zone of nothingness, guys who don't have sexual experience might think that means you don't think about the woman. What I think you're getting at there is that you're in the zone of absolute existence with
Yeah.
what's happening. And the only road to fulfillment, I think, is through that.
And it's not just that; it's also regulating your thoughts. I mean, it also, I mean, this goes back to, that the kind of spiritual stuff that we've always talked about, you and I too. The law of attraction, creating your own reality, and how your thoughts create your reality. And this, I remember, God, it was probably 2001, 2002, and I was on a set for Thomas Paine, and this guy from Arena Magazine was on our set, and it was my turn next to bang. So I can't even remember who the chick was, but bang the hell out of her like it's like this fucking Cirque du Soleil of fucking sexual antics that I'm putting on, right? So I do this crazy scene and, come and that's it. And I go and shower. And then the guy, he comes up to me and he's like, oh my God, that was fantastic. I'd never seen anything like that before. And then his next question was the most profound. He goes, what were you thinking about the whole time you were doing that?
Oh,
and
man.
I looked at him and I said, exactly nothing. I go, not a goddamn thing. I go, it was like a blank slate in my brain. And I said that, and he couldn't grasp the concept. And I actually went through this with some guys this weekend at the men's retreat, and they were like, oh my God, like they suddenly had the realization that they've never had the blank slate going on. Like they're always thinking about something. Ooh, is she going to like this? Is she going to like that? Am I doing this right? Am I doing that? And I'm like, you got to stop thinking and start feeling. Those are two different things when it comes, when in the sexual space, it's all feeling. It's not thinking. You don't think about it. You just, because when I'm in that mode, like I've told producers, they go, what are you going to do next? I said, I have no fucking idea. I'm just going to do something. I'm going to do whatever feels right. That's what's going to be the next thing. Like,
I'm just an artist.
I can't choreograph this. I go, I don't know what I'm going to do. And it's legitimate. I have no fucking idea.
I'm expressing on the canvas of pussy.
I am painting that canvas as we go. There's no.
What's interesting?
It's not paint by numbers here, where we've got it pre-done, and I just got to fill in the blanks.
I
mean, because when you've got the like how I'll term it, like the blank slate going on, you are in the moment. You are present to just what is going on.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that's why it's like when you're in that moment, and you're eating pussy, you can feel what the pussy's doing.
Yes.
You know which direction you're going. It's not like, for me, I totally know what's going on down there. So I know to do this. I know that this is working. I know that isn't working. I switch it up. Okay, I know this is working. Like it's like being in the Matrix. You know what I mean? It's like the fucking sexual Matrix. Like you can just, you can see the zeros and ones, and you can just like move them all around, and you're like, okay, I'll just put a little here, and then she's like, oh my